My name is Liam Cullen. I'm the Executive Director of the North Bay and District Humane Society. I started at the North Bay and District Humane Society in 2018. Prior to this, I worked at the YMCA for 15 years. So I've spent my career working for not-for-profit organizations. I have a real passion about helping the community and the people and the pets in the community. So a large part of what we do, of course, is we do adoptions. We have our spay-neuter clinic. We have animal control contracts. So what that means is we work with the municipalities here in North Bay, West Nipissing, East Ferris, Bonfield, and Nipissing First Nation to provide animal control services, which includes picking up stray animals and making sure that we're reuniting them with their owners. So as an organization, we have a few different revenue streams. We do earn revenue from our adoptions as well as from our spay-neuter clinic, but one of the primary revenue generators here as a not-for-profit organization is donations from the community. So we run a number of fundraisers throughout the year where we reach out to members of the community and ask them to participate in the fundraisers, whether it's our National Cupcake Day fundraiser, we run a curling bonspiel, we have a microchip day that we run every year, and our golf tournament, which is going into its 15th year this year, which is our single largest fundraiser. And then throughout the year as well, we do just general requests for donation from the public. So when I joined the organization back in 2018, one of the big projects that had been on the strategic plan for the last several years was the building of a new adoption center. So it's something that we started working on back in 2018. We worked with an architect to come up with a design for the building. Due to COVID, the building got delayed for a few years, so we really worked hard to make sure that we had the funding available. We filled out grants with the government. We did pleas to the public for support. And eventually the building got built. So with the support of NOHFC and a generous grant from Pet Value Canada, we were able to open this building in August 2023. And so that's one of the missions that we've been able to accomplish here at the building, and it's something that we're really proud of.
Hello, my name is McKenna. I'm one of the workers here at the North Bay Humane Society. I am an animal care attendant and a receptionist as well. So one of the ways to get involved at the North Bay Humane Society is through volunteering. We have a ton of volunteers and we love them all because they help out so much. It's nice to be able to take some time as a staff member to get to spend the time with the animals, but we don't always have that much time, so that's where our volunteers come in, and they play a big part in socializing the cats, walking the dogs, even cleaning a little bit when we need the extra help. So the way to get involved is you can go on our website, which is just the North Bay Humane Society, fill out the volunteer form, and then just come on in anytime. As long as we are open, we will gladly take volunteers, even if it's just to take a dog for a 5-minute walk or brush a cat. We'd love to have you by to volunteer.
Hi, I'm Samantha and I work at the North Bay Humane Society. We take in a lot of different animals here, cats and dogs mostly, but sometimes we do get rabbits and rats as well, occasionally even birds or rats. So yeah, lots of fun here. Bunnies, when they come in, we do have to talk a lot about their specialized care. They need a lot more than people usually know. They're very social animals. They need more than just a cage and some kibble. They need a large pen, lots of socialization, especially if you're not adopting a second rabbit. They need fresh vegetables and unlimited hay, which helps with keeping their gut moving, as well as their teeth filed down as they're constantly growing. This little guy here, his name is Garbanzo. He's already spoken for. He's about 10 weeks old, and I've had him since he was 2 days old, so I've seen him since he was this little big. So he's a big boy now, big fluff. My work at the Humane Society is mostly animal care, but I also do reception. So On an average day, I help with things like the intakes for the spay and neuter clinic. I also help with general animal care, so cleaning out litter boxes, poop scooping, doing the laundry, doing the dishes, making sure all the animals are fed, in some cases medicated. Cases like his, I'll do some brushing, make sure that he doesn't have any mats or knots. Looks like he's due for today. And then once that's all done, I sit down at reception and I help with calls. So collecting payments, taking appointment calls for booking spays and neuters, general inquiries about like stray animals, visits and all that sort of thing. People do also walk in all the time, and when that happens, we do greet them at the reception area, we give tours, and then throughout the day we sort of poke in on the animals, make sure they're well socialized. Yes, I do get paid to pet animals. We also clean up after them, and yeah, that's sort of my day to day. Easily the best part of my job is when we do see adoptions. That's always the best, when you get to see them start to finish from intake to adoption. It's always a happy day, and we're always really happy to see them go to their new forever homes.
Hi, I'm Brett Green, and I'm the Manager of Fundraising and Fund Development here at the North Bay District Humane Society. So here at the North Bay District Humane Society, at any given time we have about 200 animals in our care. Some of those are here at the Adoption Center and at the North Bay District Humane Society's administration building, but we actually rely on foster families all over North Bay and area to rear kittens and puppies and other small animals as well. So one of the ways in which the North Bay District Humane Society serves not only North Bay but outlying areas is actually through animal control services. So we are contracted with the City of North Bay and some outlying areas to enforce bylaws and to do animal control. So what that means is picking up stray dogs and cats and accepting them into the shelter. So one of the ways in which we help our community and other communities across Ontario is through animal transportation and animal transport. So what we try to do is help other rescues and shelters with their population and offload some of their burden where we can. So what'll happen is we'll get other shelters who ask us for animals and might say, hey, we need 20 or 30 cats, can you help us out? And our shelter manager, Janet, is great at maintaining a relationship with those shelters to arrange a transport. But beyond that, we actually have been doing animal transports from the US as well. So several of the dogs that come to our care come from places like southern Kentucky and as far north as Thunder Bay here in Ontario. So we really rely on animal transportation, like I said, not just to help communities overrun by stray dogs and cats, but also to help rescues fulfill their quota to sort of help find homes for all those animals.
If you are interested in adopting, the adoption process is usually quite easy. The first step is just checking out our website. The website, first of all, is northbayhumanesociety.ca. There should be a tab on there that says adopt, and you can select cats, dogs, or other pets. So Garbanzo here would be found under the other pets tab. You can look through the selection of animals that are up for adoption at that time, keeping in mind, of course, that not all the animals in the building are listed and not all the animals on the website are necessarily available yet, because we do have to take into consideration new arrivals and whether or not they're socialized enough to be adopted or old enough and that sort of thing. But you go on the website, click the photo of the animal you're interested in, it'll pop up and show you their information such as like age, gender, whether they're spayed or neutered and all that. If they're available, it'll say adopt me now, and if they're not, there will be a button that says someone is in the process of adopting. Of course, if you want to adopt, you just click Adopt Me Now, fill out the paperwork, and that's the first step. So from there, our adoptions coordinator, Evelyn, will reach out, and she'll do a sort of phone interview to go over the application you've just filled out. This can take up to 24 hours, depending on her workload and what time your application was submitted. At that time, she'll want to discuss things like vet services, financial stability, or landlord consent if applicable, and she'll also take the time to answer any questions you have. From there, she might want to set up a meeting to meet the animal. If you have pets or children, you might want to come over and meet with them as well, and then it's just a matter of between you two scheduling a time for pickup. This process can take anywhere from a few days to a couple weeks, depending on phone tag and a few different factors, but it tends to be pretty quick usually.